So I want to say that this is incredible, but honestly, it's a pretty expected result when YouTube puts up with the most toxic behavior from its creators as long as it makes them money. Last night, out of retaliation at him for having the nerve to critique her blatant content thieving, SSSniperwolf showed up at Jacksfilms' house and live streamed to her millions of followers what the front of his house looks like. I mean, wow. If you've never heard of Jacksfilms, he is an old B YouTuber. He's actually been doing it as long as I have, which in this rapid TikTok goldfish brain environment is pretty incredible. And just recently, I didn't even realize this, but he has been launching a sustained effort on calling out reaction content thieves like SSSniperwolf and many others. It was incredibly validating to find not just another creator, but an old B creator like me expressing a lot of the same frustrations that I have with these blatant content thieves. And while he has called out other creators for this behavior, he's shown a special focus on SSSniperwolf, inspired by this one tweet from the official YouTube Twitter account. As it shows in this screenshot of that tweet that Jack himself shared, YouTube creators, where does SSSniperwolf get video ideas? From fans! I went to VidCon this year, as I have almost every year that it's taken place, and indeed, this year, SSSniperwolf was treated as a keynote speaker, which frankly is a shocking indictment of just how shallow VidCon's interpretation of the current creator economy is. If you've never heard of SSSniperwolf, I am frankly quite jealous. She is a YouTube creator and model who has made a pretty penny off blatantly stealing other people's content. Her content is composed of her reacting to viral videos posted by other people, which is in itself a problematic form of video. But what's worse, as people like Jacksfilm have covered, she doesn't even actually react to the video. In fact, she often reuses footage of her allegedly reacting to the video. And worst of all, she plays the entire video in hers. There is absolutely no incentive for people watching her version to go to that original video and watch it and give the actual views to the actual creator. Frankly, I am amazed that YouTube even allows this crap. I've been making videos on YouTube since its first year of existence, and I remember once upon a time when copyright strikes were a big thing. Now apparently you can just play entire fucking copyrighted videos and nobody cares. In fact, people like Sniperwolf and XQC, another blatant content thief, have been exposed for playing videos without even being in the room. But like I said at the beginning, that's not the worst of it. Because now, accustomed to having millions of simps forgiving them for stealing everyone else's content and making millions of dollars doing it, redacted like SSSniperwolf are now terrorizing the people who critique her. I shouldn't have to say this, but YouTube, just because SSSniperwolf makes you lots of money, does not mean you can enable this behavior. At the very least, you should have demonetized her a long time ago. But if nothing else results in consequence for her insane actions, I think this should. My thoughts go to Jack, who must be quite nervous about having his home address broadcasted to millions within SSSniperwolf's dedicated fan base, putting it mildly. And I hope that he stays safe. I mean, YouTube certainly doesn't give a crap. I keep saying there must be a point. There must be a point where redacted like SSSniperwolf are not making enough money for YouTube for it to be worth the public outrage and legal consequence that they're enabling. I don't know where that point is or how many bodies it'll take to reach it, but we've got to be getting close to that event horizon. Assuming mainstream platforms like YouTube refuse to do anything to stem the tide of harassment and abuse from people like SSSniperwolf against those who dare to critique her, I hope Jack at least files a restraining order and takes whatever legal recourse he can to get back at her for putting his life in real danger. And as far as forcing the hand of a company like YouTube, there's really only one tool at our disposal: capitalism. The only way you can ever force these platforms to do what they should be doing in the beginning is if we convince them they will lose money if they continue with the harmful policies that they're using now. Stop using them. Stop paying for YouTube Red. At least try alternative platforms like Mastodon and PeerTube and others I could recommend. I know it's hard. I know it takes work to learn a new UI and how to integrate yourself with a new community. But as long as we remain beholden to these discriminate, commercially incentivized companies, they're gonna treat us however the fuck they want. So make a stink about this. Use a different website. Tell YouTube that they have taken it too far and you will no longer use them. That is the only way things will get better. Trust me, I've been doing this for a long time.